We're gonna do a quick reaction since people want to act up. Where that video the other day? Welcome to another episode of TMG Reacts. I am your host. I am the author. I am the creator. How to get great dating outcomes in a modern world. Man, some of y'all been cooking. The content creators have been cooking lately. Women, no thanks. I prefer solitude. Why are men on the balloon show? Women are realizing the heart sweet. Bruh, I want y'all to get the outcomes y'all want. I want y'all to be happy. Y'all don't seem like y'all really want to be happy. They got Tiffany Haddish having a meltdown. What are we doing? Only date these girls? I feel bad for you. The niggas just love you. So do I. But Lord, today there was a reaction I want. Let me go ahead. If you have not, make sure you click subscribe to the notification bell. Make sure you leave a comment under today's video. It's countdown season, so you know I got to represent for the shoe, because that's how I do. So again, this is from YouTube, Millennial Thinker, who I worked with before. I know I've done things with before, so Millennial Thinker, who we've done a couple of reactions for. What I was trying to say, we haven't worked together. Maybe not cap, because y'all say he said that they work together, and they don't really work together. Like side by side, I like my blue. Soldier boy, tell him so. So this one is funny because this is traditional wife versus modern women. Now, first of all, the first thing I'm gonna point out: why is it a traditional wife and not a modern wife versus a modern wife? But where we're going with this is we want to kind of give just some eyes onto what is being said in the marketplace. And I see that there is a new battle front. And Dune 2 just came. So if you haven't seen it, I think go see it. I don't know. There's a new battle that's being waged. It is traditional wives going after modern women and modern women going after traditional wives. So let me tell you what that means. Women who are unmarried commenting on married women, and married women commenting on unmarried women, and women who don't seem to be interested in marriage. I guess that makes sense. So this was from a couple of months ago. I didn't have the opportunity to react. I've had it, but I just think as some things are going on in the space, I want to add some commentary too. What do we believe? Here we believe that you are in control of your dating outcomes. We believe that the best arrangement for dating is one man, one woman, long-term relationship, marriage, and children as the outcome. Legacy as the long-term result. We believe in order to be happy, you follow that formula. We believe when things get tough, if you're following the formula, you are still moving in the right direction. This is why it's so important to understand who you are, what you want, what you qualify for, and by knowing with whom you qualify for, what they want from you, you're able to go through life's up and downs, because people will get sick. There will be a loss of a loved one. There will be a loss of income. There will be a loss of job. There will be a move. There will be a promotion. There will be highlights. But all of that should lead to, let's get back on track. That makes sense? I hope it does. I just told this. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. It's a short clip. I'm gonna let it play, then we're gonna run it back and I'll stop through. Thank you for joining us. And make sure you click and subscribe if you have not. Right now, let's react.
It's time to make breakfast.
6:30, Monday. Mr. Sniffles forgot to wake me up again. Oh, I forgot.
My husband is a bit cranky in the morning, so I need to make sure he feels better.
It would be nice to wake up and have breakfast with someone.
Ty, another kiss, and off to work.
I'm trying to figure out why Mr. Sniffles did it. I remember he was looking at something. I need to get to the bottom of this.
I clean, wipe, and see what our son is doing.
I'm starting to get more and more irritated. Where's my promised promotion? Where's my raise? Why do I bother with overtime at all?
I can't wait for my husband to come back.
Seth has lost some weight lately. He even has an iron shirt. He must be happy with her. I missed my shots. Dang.
Oh, new pajamas.
Oh, a new report.
It's time to play.
It's time. Where's my report?
My beloved husband will be back soon.
I can't wait to go back to an empty apartment.
Daddy's back.
Maybe I should rent from someone else. So many empty rooms.
Dinner is ready.
DoorDash is late.
Time for hugs.
Time to change batteries.
I feel like this was a good day.
I feel like men have stopped paying attention to me.
Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is another day. Dang.
Shout out to Millennial Thinker for creating this. Content creators, guys, we support them. Let's make sure we click on that again and remember to subscribe. That was a lot. That was a lot. So let's just go through frame by frame and provide the reaction. And I'm not trying to make fun of. I don't believe that all women are modern women. I talked about that in our book. We say that the modern women is where the line is drawn. And this is where the opportunity for long-term relationship, marriage, children, and legacy for result begins. If you're a female and below, you don't qualify for this. Based on that small clip, she's not even a modern woman. At best, she's female. But she may be gal. Anyway, we say that modern women, the number one characteristic is partnership. They use language of partner. They're looking for 50-50. They're looking for someone to come in and support. Everything is a negotiation with the modern woman. So I don't think she doesn't even have the option to negotiate. So title of modern woman, I would say a trad wife versus a female. That's what I would say. So let's go. 6:30, I wake up with my lovely husband. So she's already starting off the day with affirmation and gratefulness. Talk about that traditional women are looking for the 4 Ps in order for a man to qualify for a wife. In order for her to get the ring, there are things that she has to be. And I'll cover that a little bit down the line. Because ring is an acronym, wife is an acronym, the 4 Ps have specifics. But she's already starting off with intention and gratefulness. She doesn't start the day looking at her phone, looking at social media, worrying about that. Her focus, and when she starts her day, is her husband. Not the kids, not the house, not the chores, not the grocery list, not planning the vacation, not a doctor's appointment. It's her husband. This is challenging for the modern ideology, modern women, sometimes females specifically, because it is all about me. How am I feeling? How did I sleep last night? How did I do? She's already starting off with intention. So I think we know the result at the end. She had a much better day than the modern woman.
30, I wake up with my lovely husband. It's time to make breakfast.
They
6:30.
probably got it in right there too. The way he looked, they got it in. Real quick, quickie. She was attentive in that.
Monday. Mr. Sniffles forgot to wake me up again.
Who the hell is Mr. Sniffles a cat? And why would Mr. You have a clock and an alarm. Why wouldn't you set your alarm? It's not the cat's job to wake you up, jeez.
Oh, I forgot.
My husband is
Did Mr. Sniffles die, or is Mr. Sniffles a man that left? One of the two.
a bit cranky in the morning, so I need to make sure he feels better.
It would be nice.
That. He's cranky. He's not a morning person. She is. She recognized her strength. She operates in her superpower. Let me make sure he feels better. Let me give you some coffee. I already gave him some loving. He's still a little cranky because he has a rough day. Let me give him a kiss. It would be nice to have some.
Nice to wake up and have breakfast with someone.
Toast is not breakfast. That's a side item.
Tie, another kiss, and off to work.
Now, that is what we say. Traditional women and high value women. Get your ASS to work. She pushed him out the door. Why did she push him out the door? because he has a job to do. She's doing hers. You go out there, you go get the promotion, you bring the provision back to the home. I will make sure you have something. And there's something to be said for this that I don't believe is being communicated. And it's really no one's fault because you haven't experienced it. Men, and husbands in particular, which all of you women say you want to know what they're fighting for. What am I fighting for? What am I going into the office, going into the marketplace, building programs and processes, developing people, developing opportunities, building a business, only to come back to nothing, to come back to stress, anxiety, there's something to be said for it. My grandfathers both talked about this. I was young, so I didn't pay attention. When they went off to World War II, they were fighting for ideology. We don't believe in fascism, we believe in freedom. We had the freedom to be who we wanted to be as the country, and we weren't letting that freedom be hindered by what was going on overseas. That's just the reality of it. That's why so many men volunteered for the war, because they wanted to do their part. And they wanted to fight for their country, and what their country was completely different. Remember, my grandfathers were both traditional men with traditional wives with a traditional outcome. They were never looking for anything highfalutin, modern, or high value. They were content and thrived in the tradition. So a traditional man going out to the office, being ushered out by his woman, is a sign that the system is working. She need him out the house anyway because she don't want him. This is when we talk about a lot of men in previous generations who come home after retirement. Wives are like, go find something to do. That's why golf picked up in the late 80s and the 90s, and then the late 90s and the 2000s. Get them out the house. I still need to know who Mr. Sniffles is. I'm gonna go to the comments and look.
I'm trying to figure out why Mr. Sniffles did it. I remember he was looking at something. I need to get to the bottom of this.
But now she's consumed by whatever happened with Mr. Sniffles. I'm going to assume Mr. Sniffles is not a cat. It was a man. It was a former lover, and he decided to break things off. Maybe. Let's just say that.
I clean, wipe, and see what our son is doing.
Okay, so, ladies, they have children. She's a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mom. Let that sit there. She cleaned up the house. Not paying a cleaner, doesn't look like she's paying for daycare.
I'm starting to get more and more irritated. Where's my promised promotion? Where's my raise?
And that's the thing. You know, I actually feel bad because, in general, women were sold a lie. Women have been sold a lie since the late 50s, early 1960s. And I talk about it in part one of the book. There was, and bear with me, there was the movement that basically told women, you don't need to go after anything traditional. Don't do it. Go after working in the workplace and doing anything that a man can do. I talk about it. I am a woman, hear me roar. I'm talking about when women were more enrolled in colleges. Because men had to go fight, not in World War II, like most people believe, but the Vietnam War, the Korean War. Colleges need to boost enrollment so they don't have to win. Women came out of college, and then they were now making more money than their mothers, and now they were competing with men in the marketplace. So now she's sitting here saying, where's my raise, where's my promotion? So everything that she's fighting for, she's not even receiving. And I feel bad for her. Why is the music so...
Why do I bother with overtime at all?
I can't wait for my husband to come back.
Oh man, that triggered some people. She's sitting at the window waiting. Her kid is pretty calm. I tell you, newborns are not that calm. But maybe, I don't know, mom's at home, I don't know.
Has lost some weight lately. He even has an iron shirt.
Is he Mr. Sniffles?
He must be happy with her. I missed my shots. Dang.
Oh, he might be Mr. Sniffles. He's ironed his shirt, his hair is combed, his beard gang. And he got somebody new. He's happy with him. Yeah, you're not even happy with yourself.
Oh, new pajamas.
Oh, a new report.
That's just funny.
It's time to play.
It's time. Where's my report?
But you know what's funny? The playtime is a really good thing. Let me just say what I mean by that. You're being paid and compensated to stay at home and play with your kid in their formative years. That is a radical. It's typically looked at here in North America, in the United States in particular, as a radical right-wing ideology, but it actually is very Christian and biblically based. And studies have shown women who do tend to stay home with their kids for longer periods, for 12 to 16 weeks, they find it tougher to go back to work. You've been at home with your kid all day, with the person that grew inside you for years. Now you've been at home with them for the fourth trimester, which is when they're just alive and you're trying to keep them alive. It's a real thing. Because they don't want to be alive outside of their safe place. And you have to keep them alive outside of their safe place. So that's where the bond is developed. But being able to say, oh yeah, I played with the kid for 2 hours today. What do you mean? Oh yeah, we went to the park and we did play. Saying that out loud, outside of the church, and I'm talking about the real church, not the neoliberal Christian church y'all go to, the real church. The women who are the happiest stay at home. And the women who don't stay at home are trying to figure out how to get home. Just like you know. That's the reality. Where's my report? Look at him. He ain't done nothing all day.
What?
My beloved husband will be back soon.
I can't wait to go back to an empty apartment.
Your head?
Daddy's back.
Oh, look at that. Daddy's back. Daddy's back. He's had a long day, but he's excited. Look at that baby look just like him. He's excited to be back. I had a long day. Notice she wasn't texting him every 2 minutes asking him what he's doing. She had her own work to do. She still got her lipstick and blush on, hair's combed. The kid is happy. He doesn't have a blowout. She just greets him at the door. I really would like to see this with a traditional wife versus a female or modern woman. The modern woman gonna throw the kid at. All right, your turn. I'm done. I've had it all day. And I got 3 calls. I'm just telling you, that's the market.
Daddy's back.
Maybe I should rent from someone else. So many empty rooms.
Dinner is ready.
DoorDash is
When did she
late.
cook? And see, that's what I'm saying. So this was called home economics. There were literally courses being taught in middle and high schools to teach you how to run a home. Home economics, if I'm not mistaken, is a theory from the 1940s to 1950s, where it wanted to teach women specifically how to manage a home. Now, so that was a traditional ideology that was taught in the school systems. So while men went off and fought wars and then came back and then worked in factories and then moved to blue-collar jobs, women were taught in the education system how to manage a household. If you ask the average city girl, female, or gal, and even in some instances modern women, they have no idea what we're talking about. What do you mean managing? There is literally an economic structure within the home. That used to be managed 100% by mom and the wife. Dad just went to work. So when mom said I wanted a new air conditioner, dad had to figure out how to pay for it. When the car was in the shop, mom had to figure out how to get it over to the shop, or dad did it on the weekend. He cut the grass on the weekend. He played the sports with the kids on the weekend. Mom dealt and paid all the bills. She went around town and paid the bills before payday. She went to the grocery store. She cleaned the house. She cooked the meals. She did the laundry. And like when you say that out loud, people start saying, oh, you're trying to take me back to the 50s. No one is. I'm just speaking the facts of what it used to be. This traditional wife still subscribes to the fact that home economics is important. That is probably the most important effort that's going on in the house right now. He's not going to be able to thrive professionally and provide if she doesn't take care of the other things. Now, that's not to say that he doesn't do anything. He probably does. He does what she says. Then he plays with the kid. He watches the kid. It's his child. But he's not going to stay home with the kid all day. And the traditional wife or the traditional woman doesn't want them to. Go out there and work. Won't you stay at home?
Time for hugs.
Time to change
That's
batteries.
just wrong. Y'all wrong for that.
I feel like this was a good day.
That's a really good
I feel like men have stopped paying attention to me.
Look at this. Even he got. Look at Turtle Man. Turtle Man even got him a little pixie cut daddy. I can't see what's going on right there. Look at this. She got the eyelashes. She got an attitude, so she's about on her way, and she got her little mixed streak.
Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is another day. Dang.
Dang. We're just gonna end on that note. That's very interesting. So shout out to Millennial Thinker. Just kind of want to know what you think. Difference between a traditional wife and a modern woman. And for the purposes of what we do here at TMG, traditional wife versus a female or modern woman or wife. But the woman in there clearly was not a wife. Mr. Smith was left her for somebody else, and he started looking at something, and he's been losing weight, and he's not sure. But guys, we gotta get out of this. Get out of your own way with this, because the reality is, this is actually a huge difference. We are hearing a lot of language around, I am in my soft girl era, and I want that so much for you ladies, but you got a lot of work to do to get there. So you should start by buying the books. The TMG Book Series Presents How to Get Great Dating Outcomes in the Modern World Parts 1 and 2 are available on Amazon and on Kindle. Audio version for Part 1 is available. Part 2 is being worked on as we speak. I did my part. Now it's up to the rest. And it's a good. I'm going to start putting some preview videos up, because as I was recording both books, I did some outtakes, and some of the stuff is actually pretty funny. I think it's funny. I've been told it's funny. So I didn't think it was funny until I was told it's funny. So we're going to keep that going. Make sure you go to the website, tmgbookseries.com. Make sure you click and join for the conversation around our newsletters. We want to continue to get the message out here that dating is not dumb. Dating isn't dead. You just got to be willing to do the work and do the work on yourself before you qualify for a person. That's it. I am your host. I am the author. I am the creator. How to Get Great Dating Outcomes in a Modern World, Parts 1 and 2. Glenn, thank you for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.